The 2023 Asian Games are ongoing in Hangzhou, China, and India has already penned history by winning a gold medal in the equestrian sport dressage. And the whole credit goes to Anush Agarwalla and his fantastic team. 24-year-old Anush started working at the age of 10 to amp up his game, and now he's here himself with us to share his sheer passion and dedication to the sport. With this, welcome Anush. We are delighted to have you here with us today, and many congratulations on your big win at the Asian Games.
Thank you.
So we have a few questions prepared for you. So my first question is, how does it feel to bag a gold and a bronze medal for the nation?
Yes. So to be honest, on the road to the Asian Games, the few weeks before Asian Games, and as well as according to our results before the Asian Games of the whole team, we knew that we had a good team. But at the same time, we also knew that we were quite inexperienced. It was the first ever championship for all of us, as well as our rider, as well as our horses, and we were against teams with riders who had experience at such a level. So we had a good team, but to finally go there and actually get the gold and perform that everyone performed the best, it was just unreal to get the team gold for the country. You know, there's no better feeling for any athlete when their flag is the highest in the sky, and when the national anthem is playing, and when everyone is standing in respect for the national anthem in front of the flag. There's no greater feeling for an athlete. So it was just surreal. And after that, also to get the individual bronze, it has never been done in the history of India in dressage. And to do it within a span of 3 days to get the team gold and the bronze was just amazing.
Congratulations on breaking a record. So, moving on to my second question. Dressage is not a really common sport. So, what drove you towards it?
My parents were the ones who got me into the sport. You know, I started dressage with, actually, in the beginning there were no aspirations to, let's say, to become a professional dressage rider or to become a championship rider. I just started riding at the Tollygunge Club in Calcutta for fun, just as a weekend hobby. It slowly turned into I started going, let's say, once or twice a week, then on the weekends, and during the week, it slowly started getting lessons. And this continued until I was 16, you know, and then at 16, when during my teenage years, that's when the fire and like that's when I started Googling pictures of, let's say, Asian Games, Olympics, and I always wanted watching videos. And then finally, at the age of 17, we decided to make the shift to Germany, because otherwise we knew that we would not make it where we want to. So that's when we shifted to Germany.
Okay. So, what were your major challenges when you started out? How did you balance your sports practice with your studies?
So, like I said, I only started riding really properly at the age of 17 when I shifted to Delhi. So, at the shift to shifted to Germany. I meant I shifted to Delhi for a brief year in 2016. But when I really started riding was when I shifted to Germany in 2017. And the shift to Germany was very abrupt for me. You know, it was very sudden, first of all, and I came from a very sheltered life in India to Germany, where all of a sudden I had to do all the household chores as well, along with the training, let's say cooking, cleaning, laundry, what didn't never had to do in India. And also, I did not know many people here. I did not have any friends. I did not know the language, so the transition was quite difficult. And I was at no level compared to the other riders here. According to the riding, I was at not a good level at all. So seeing that was obviously mentally very difficult, and also physically, because I came from not riding much to start really training properly. And yes, just to see everyone better than me every day was not an easy task, but also at the same time, it motivated me to push me over the limits and to achieve my goals.
The sport is all about practicing a harmonious relationship with your horse. How do you do that?
Of course, for me, the bond with the horse has two parts. First is, of course, the training, the training which I am coached by Mr. Hubert Schmidt. He's my coach, and he's a legend of the sport. He was himself an Olympic gold medalist. So For me, he's the best trainer, and that's how he helped me with the training part. He's been my coach for the past 6 years since I shifted to Germany. But also, what I feel is very important in equestrian is to have an emotional bond with the horse. Not only to ride the horse, to also treat them as friends. Let's say. I think that's the most beautiful part of the sport is not the medals or the victories or the everything else, is in fact the bond which the horse and the rider shares. And there's a saying which goes that there is no deeper secret than the bond between the rider and its horse, and that is very true. So and I like to spend a lot of time with my horses, just getting to know them, especially in the beginning. And with Athro, I did not the horse I competed at the Asian Games, I did not have him for so long yet. I only started riding him in February. So I spent a lot of time in the past few months getting to know him, getting to understand him, what he likes, what he dislikes, and that helped as well a lot in my performance.
Good to know. So, can you name the most memorable moment of your journey so far?
The most memorable moment of my journey so far was obviously when we got the team gold medals around the neck, and when everyone in the stadium was it was really loud. It was Everyone was so happy, and to see the joy on my coach's faces, my parents' faces, my family's faces, also on the faces of every of the families of my teammates, and in fact every Indian that was there. Everyone knew how special this moment was, and then it's just when the Indian flag went up in the sky and was the highest because we were winning the gold, and when the national anthem was playing, I think that's the most memorable moment.
That's really great. Moving towards the end of the conversation, I want you to drop some advice for our young and aspiring athletes. What do you want to say?
So my advice would be, like coming from India is and participating in dressage, which is a sport in which India does not have a rich history. So even I was often said that this is not a sport in which Indians can do good. This is not a sport. It's not easy to make it anyway, but especially if you're from India, because India lacks the whole infrastructure, the whole process behind it. This is the reason why, if you see all four members who were on the team, the other three, along with me, all of us were training in Europe. Because of the lack of facilities. But my message to the youth would be that with hard work and discipline, nothing is impossible. And I hope that this medal, or both my medals, prove the fact that it is not possible to make it big in the sport. I think with hard work, with passion, with patience, and with dedication, everything is possible. It does not matter if you're from India or from Europe. If you want it and if you work hard for it, you will get it for sure. And it's a beautiful sport, and I hope that both my medals bring more attention to the sport, because like you already said, dressage is not such a well-known sport in India, especially if you compare it with the likes of cricket or football.
Right. Thank you, Anush, for your words. It was a pleasure to have you here with us. And congratulations again on your big win. And
Thank you.
we wish you the best for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. So this was Anush Agrawalla, equestrian star who was here with us today to share his journey and dedication with us.